What's up, you guys? It is Sunny here today, and we have a new apartment speed build, little EA speed build remodel kind of thing. I really don't know what to call this. Now, this is my third video for you guys, but my fourth voiceover. So I have done all of these apartment builds in preparations for seasons already, and I still just don't know like what to call it or what the theme is. Or I mean, it's an EA remodel, but like it's also an apartment, so is it really a remodel? I actually kind of have this idea about going in and doing the apartments but not changing like any of the plumbing. So like the counters have to stay, the appliances have to stay, the bathroom has to stay, but other things that people bring in, like, you know, living room sets, bedroom sets, all that kind of stuff can change. I don't know. I'm on the fence. I think that'd be a really cool idea. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below, because I would love your opinions to see like what type of videos you guys would like to see, challenges, or just general ideas for videos down below. Let me know. But this is our fall themed video, and it's definitely more on the spooky side. So on Monday, we posted the barn house that I'm in love with, and I think is super cute, and it's definitely more fall, I feel, and this one's a lot more Halloween or spooky themed. I use a lot of the items from the spooky stuff pack. I have never used any of them before, so I had a really fun time putting them in this build and getting a use out of them, and I really love how this house turned out. Like I said, it is supposed to be fall themed. When I think of fall, I typically think of Halloween. Lots of people, or not lots, but some people think of like Thanksgiving. I think of Halloween when I think of the fall. So that is what I was going for, and I really love how this house turned out. I love the idea of it. I was kind of going for the fact that a lot of these items were things that they bring out during the season, such as like the curtains and the skull lanterns on the window. And then some of the items were just items they keep in their house regularly. Like they have just this orange dining set. They like it. It goes with their aesthetic. And then with these like lounge chairs, I feel it's just a cover up that they put on it, because obviously that's what it looks like. It looks like just a wrap that goes over them, and then when they take them off, it actually matches like their living set. So that was kind of my idea when it came towards this, that they are decorating the home more so than having it always be themed like this. So we do have this nice and more modern couch that has the orangey tones in it that reflects the fact that the Sims generally like, you know, blues and oranges and stuff like that. So it still fits the aesthetic of their home, but is a little bit different. I don't know. This one was definitely really far out compared to the other ones I have been doing. Like I said, I've already I haven't posted, but I've already done the voiceovers and built all of the other seasonal themed homes and apartments. And this one I feel like is the farthest stretch out of all of them. It looks, I don't want to say corny or cheesy, but it is the most like specific. It is very Halloween themed. Even, I think we're going to start putting wallpaper in, even with the wallpaper. So we use the spooky wallpaper because I figured I would have no other chance to ever use this wallpaper. So I took the chance and I used it in this build, which I guess undermines the fact that it's just decoration if they have spooky wallpaper in their house. Like I even use, you know, the vampire wallpaper, but I don't know. I really love it. I really love how this house turned out. I think it's really cute and really fun and very, you know, fall and seasonal themed, and I just think it's so adorable. So in this house, we have the kitchen, living, and dining room little set in the first half, and then back here, it was kind of a large room for just a bedroom, so we do put in another little seating area with a fireplace just to kind of fill up the space, and I really like the look of a fireplace. And then in this little nook, window nook, we actually put like a little mini nursery in, and I really just like the look of that. I imagine it being a young couple who has this apartment and they're just trying to make room for all this space and everything, so they kind of squeeze everything together a little bit more, and they make room for this nursery but eventually they will have to move out and move into something bigger. But currently they are making do with what they have, and I really love how it turned out. I use a lot of items from vampire and spooky stuff, obviously, because I was trying to get a more creepy Halloween themed apartment and less of a fall themed. Like, I feel like in my speed build, that was a little bit more like traditional grandparent fall themed, where this one is a little bit more spooky Halloween theme, and I really do like how it turned out. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but my dog is taking a nap right now, and he's barking. He sleep barks when he naps, and he, like, sleep growls. I don't know, like, if it's what he's dreaming about or what he's dreaming about, but he just, like, sleep barks and growls. Can you hear that? He's just letting out little tiny barks. He is such a stinking cutie. I adore him. I don't know what it is. I can't, guys, I cannot do this voiceover. I'm laughing too much. Oh my gosh. Right here. Okay. Wait, let me focus on what's going on. So I'm using these little detailed floor tiles. I've always wanted to use them from Jungle Adventure. Woo! Not Jungle Adventure. From the Vampire Pack. And I never use them because they're obviously really loud and obnoxious, and if you fill a whole room with them, that's a little much. But I didn't want to put tile in the kitchen, and to kind of separate the kitchen space from like the dining living space, I put in those little accents, and I really love how it turned out. I feel like it separates the space nicely without over separating it, and just adds like a little bit more detail that's really cute and really nice, and I do like how it turns out a lot. And overall, I like how this apartment, I guess, turned out a lot, but I am gonna admit it is not my favorite out of the 4 seasons. It is not, I would say it's my least favorite. Fall is definitely my favorite season, so I feel bad saying that this is my least favorite build, but I don't know. I like how it turned out, and I think it turned out really nice, and it fit, obviously, the theme and the aesthetic I was going for, but it's not something I feel I would have my sim live in, and typically I try to build homes that I would want my sim to live in. You know, I want to build homes that I like and I enjoy and I would use, because why would I expect you guys to like or use something that I don't like or use? I don't know. That just doesn't really make sense to me, but I do, like, I still love how it turned out. I obviously wouldn't be posting it or doing this if I didn't. I would have scrapped it and started over. I have done that plenty of times, so it's not something I'm scared to do or anything. But this one, it was just like, if we have to put all 4 of them on the same level and rank them, this one would probably be my least favorite. I would say it would be summer, spring, and then my winter one that's coming out next week, and then this one. So I don't know. Next week, let me know in the comments down below what you think, or currently, or even all these builds are already on my gallery. So if you want to check them out on my gallery and comment down below which one you like the most, I don't know, just a fun little survey. I would like to know what you guys think. Now, you may notice in this build, and sometimes I do this in my builds, I am just so back and forth when it comes to decorating things and placing things. Like, I placed all the big items in the kitchen, living, dining room, and then I started working on that little nook, I guess, in the bedroom, and then I'm coming back and placing clutter like in every which place. I was very scattered when it came to this build, and I think that just correlates to the fact on how I feel about it, I guess. But like I said, I still do really love it, and I do think it was really cute. And I put those knives up there to kind of make it seem creepy. Just so you're aware, I know it's something like you would have in a house typically, but I don't always remember to put them, or sometimes I'll do the knife blocks. But I put the hanging ones in because I was like, ooh, that's kind of spooky. Let's do hanging knives so you can see like how big their knives are. I don't know. I'm basically crazy, guys, but that's okay. No need to discuss that any further. But I do really, like I said, I still really do like how this house turned out, or apartment. Gosh, I always call my apartments houses. It's an issue, but like it's not that big of an issue. I don't know. So this little bump out that you just saw me paint black. So actually, this apartment, I believe it even has the haunted trait, which is why I wanted to put the fall themed one in here. But this apartment is the historical one, so it has that plaque on the wall, and I just didn't want to deal with it. I also felt like the space was too open, so I did a little 4x4 room around the plaque. So one, you didn't have to look at the plaque or deal with that, and then two, to kind of separate the living space and the kitchen some more. I just felt like that helped out a little bit. And in here, I put a litter box because I was imagining that they would probably be cat people and they would have a cat, but I didn't put in any cat beds and I didn't put in a cat bowl. And in my last build on Monday, I put in the little toy box for the dogs. Like I put one outside, but I didn't put anything inside for a dog. I didn't put no pet beds. I didn't put no bowls. I just have that dog's toy box. I don't know what it is. There's so many times where like I put in half of the needed items for a pet, and because I just forget that I put them in, or I don't really like think about it, or I'm just like in this room or in this place this would look good, but I don't think about adding anything else anywhere else. It's an issue I struggle with. I'm so scattered sometimes when it comes to builds and houses and all that kind of stuff that like I just forget things. I don't know. But like I said, I do really love how this turned out. It's not my favorite, but I do really love it. We are now done with the living and dining and bathroom area. We're done with the little seating area here in the master, and now we're just going to decorate the actual bedroom part of the master. So we throw in the bed, we throw in some side tables. It's nothing like super crazy. I did struggle a little bit trying to find like beds and side tables I liked. Because like I said, I didn't want the house to feel or just be too theme specific. But at this point, I felt like I had gone too hard being theme specific. So I was trying to like find a good balance. So I felt like this bed and these side tables, they still had that black and white aura that fit a creepier theme, but they didn't scream like Halloween or anything like that. They could be like easily in a nice traditional apartment. These could easily be items that they keep and they decorated the house around it. But that still contradicts my whole wallpaper scheme and everything else. So this build is just a little bit of everything. Like I said, I still really love how it turned out. I think it's really great and I think it's really nice, but it's definitely my least favorite out of all of them, but I still really like it. So I don't know. This house, I believe, has the least amount of skill building items out of any of them. I'm pretty sure it only has that bookshelf and the office. I don't believe I put any other like skill related items, but I did fit in a nursery. And out of all of the apartments, this one, well, so my first two apartments were both one bedrooms, the spring and the summer one. This one is a technical one bedroom, but it has this little nursery area. And then my Christmas one that's coming out next week is a 3-bedroom, or like 2.5. It's a 2-bedroom with like an office extra bedroom kind of area. Watch the speed build next week. You'll like it. I promise. That one's really nice. But I don't know, guys. This one I went back and forth with this one for a while. It was definitely the hardest one to make, and I believe it was the longest recording out of all of them because I came back and forth between the builds so much. I didn't know what I wanted and what I didn't want it. And I'm gonna say a lot of it had to do with the layout as well. The layout of this apartment is a little weird. It's not how I would do a layout. I would probably adjust it most likely if I was to ever build in this complex again or this building again. I would definitely adjust how the layout is to kind of make it a little bit more suited for a well-played sim game or experience. I don't know. But basically, we're just going to be putting on some finishing touches here, and then we are going to go into the screenshots. So don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys all again next time. Bye.
Yeah, I'm 23, but I still bring them to you. I flip the sample at the drums, then I give them the truth. The same me, motherfucker, don't you get it confused. The last album raised the bar, but it's gonna tear off the roof. Read all about it, get your fix in. I'm independent, ain't got a deal, but I can tell you what the deal is. These labels try to make us millionaires, but they ain't feel us if the glass is half empty. I'm coming back to Philly, yeah, you got me in my feelings, and I'm putting in time. And I've been a bunch of places, and I'm still about mine. I could go and write an album about a topic, go and drop it, and I guarantee that half of these people still have a one-track mind. Don't waste my time, you know I just adjust like that. Don't know why they so impressed with all that fuckboy rap. Don't know why they so impressed with all that frat boy rap. No pun intended, but your album sounds rushed like that. And we're just ordinary people. Yeah, the last album was a story, this is a sequel. I'm in a room full of people that I love, and I ain't fucking stopping till all of us are equal. Everybody on the right side hit that sway. Everybody on the left do the same old thing. Talk is cheap, but just know my time sure ain't. I hope the blind man dance and the deaf one sing. I hope the world keeps spinning and my friends keep